And it's like, even now, but like now that I've kind of basically, I went like full lone wolf for so long. Now I've like slowly started working myself back in every once in a while, but I have self-control now. Like, whereas before it would be like, oh yeah, I'll meet up with you guys on Friday for a couple beers. And next thing you know, it's Sunday night. Like, right? Like now I just won't even go to, I won't even go to the Friday night. Right. And then like my Saturdays and my Sundays are actually like, for so long, I wanted to live this certain life. And it was just like hangovers, right? That's all it took over.
Yeah.
And now, like, even like last summer is probably the best summer I've had. Did so much shit, camped a lot, fished a lot, did a lot of like little trips, stuff that I wanted to do, stuff that you can't do when you're hungover all the time. Like even just getting up and going to Vancouver for like a Saturday day, and like you're focused not being like, oh, the sun's out, like let's hit as many patios as we can and get as drunk as we can, right? It's like,
yeah, and I think you like the days just become more enjoyable. Like when you're hungover, it's just a fucking dread. Like, sure, you can get up and still go for a hike, but it's fucking garbage. Like, there's nothing enjoyable.
There's nothing enjoyable about anything.
No.
And then you just spend money. Like, it's like my thing on it now. It's like, yeah, you have an expensive night out, and then you wake up hungover and you buy like $150 worth of food that day.
I spent so much money running hungover,
and then you don't even eat it, but you're like, oh, I want sushi and I want fries from McDonald's and I want fucking this and that, and then it's like,
I swear,
then you feel even shittier when you look at how much money you just spent on a Sunday on nothing. And it's like, wow, you could have spent this much money and done something like, you could have spent even a quarter of the money and done something way cooler.
Yeah.
Right. So,
oh yeah. I swear to God, I spend more money on food the next day hungover than I do the night going out.
Yeah.
Like every time I'll be sitting there, it'll be like, skip the dishes. And I can never decide. I'm like, okay, I want that. And this will spend $50 at 4 fucking places. Yeah. So I don't care. I'm getting it all.
Why though? Right.
Yeah.
Like,
and then, it sits there, throw it all in the fucking garbage. Yeah.
No, people just get so used to you. Like, they expect you to be that person forever. But like, really, it's like, it's pretty damaging, I think. Like, it takes so much for me to like get out of the house and go to like fucking more than 6 people are going to something. I'm like, I don't know. Right. Like, it's crazy. Like now that I have like my girlfriend and stuff, like her friends, they all do stuff for their birthdays all the time, which is sweet. Like I don't, but like before I would never go to that stuff. Like in the last 2 years, right after I started feeling this way, I would just be like, I was super flaky too, but not a lot of people understood why. They're like, oh, you're so fucking unreliable. You're so this, you're so that. But like in my head, it's like, yeah, I would love, like, I want to come hang out and I had every intention to do it. But 10 minutes before I'm like, fuck, having a panic attack or something, right? And I'm just like gonna stay in my bed, right? It's like,
yeah, I had similar, but I don't know if I would. I guess I would kind of get panicky, but then it got to the point where like I knew that I didn't really want to go, because I was like, fuck, like I just don't really want to sit there and talk about dumb shit and sit at a restaurant.
Well, and then they just spend a bunch of money for no reason too, like. Just going back onto the topic about like my girlfriend's friends doing things for birthday, I should tighten that up so that they're not like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean?
Fucking loser.
But like, no, I enjoy it now, but it was a thing for a while that I was like so against. And like, because I don't like, I actually just hate having plans.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand it. Like even this, I've bailed on this like twice. Even today I was like, fuck, like.
I do it all the time.
I'm just like counting down the time till 4 o'clock, just trying like, I was like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go do it. See, and I found that too, like a lot of the time, if you just go and do it, it's not even bad. Right? It's not even bad. Like, and it's always a good time. And it's like I said, it's not like I never wanted to hang out with people, but everyone takes it that way. Right. But I think a lot of people start to experience this now, like at older age. And then they probably like, you know what I mean? I think if you could go back, it could be like, see, this is how I felt for the last like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Whatever.
Well, like, you know, like that's the thing though. Like I had one of my good buddies, like he ended up committing suicide when we were 17. And I was just like, this is the first year where like that date went by and I like really thought about like how little we knew. Like that was 6 years ago. And like how much like the word anxiety and depression and all this shit was like, just like, I don't even know if it was even a thing really, you know what I mean? And like, people not knowing that like it's okay to feel that way really, but also get the help. That was one of the saddest things I was like, because he never got to experience the way it is now. And that's why I've always been so open about it, right? It's like as soon as I felt like it, like at first I started making jokes about it, and then it's like, I don't know. That's why I don't really understand the stigma part of it, because like it feels so good to just be like super open. Like people, you know, like I don't know. Doesn't make you any different.
No.
It shows that you're like strong enough to be aware. Like awareness of how you feel, I think, is one of the most strong, like the strongest thing that you can do, right? Is be open about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree. And I always forget how far it's actually came. Because even for like my first time reaching out was probably like 4 years ago. And even since then, like back then, it was still like a big deal for people to do that, I think. And now
it was rare, is what it was. You would never see it. And that's why, like, I did it. I think I did it about 2 years ago.
Yeah, I remember.
I was just laying there in my bed and I'm like, fuck this. Like,
yeah.
And I had so many people reach out to me that, like, not even just like, oh, like, I'm here to talk, right? Because, like, I'll get into that later. That's a bunch of bullshit. Like, you know, everyone just says that, but it's like at the end of the day, like people, there's different things you can pick up on when you know someone's down. And I try and do that as much as I can. Like friends that I know that have similarities, like if I can tell they're off, like I'll hit them up and be like, yo, are you depressed today? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just talk to me about it. Right.